We have been major supporters of the Washington Commanders throughout this entire season, and now that the playoffs are rapidly approaching, not a lot's going to change because we've been saying it from the very beginning. A revamped defense, a franchise quarterback, and a good head coach. What do they all have in common? Oh, yeah, they're all on the Commanders right now. Where I know a lot of teams right now are in a position where they're probably looking at the Lions, they're probably looking at the Eagles, maybe they're looking at the Vikings in the playoffs as well, but the Commanders are showing that they can make some noise in the playoffs. Not only because they have a franchise quarterback, not even that they just have a good head coach, not even just the fact that this defense is still opportunistic, but the general feel about this team really does bring back vibes of RG3 back in the day. And yes, I know that he did just break RG3's record last night for most rushing yards in the season. Great job and everything, but I'm also in a spot where I truthfully believe that the Commanders are one of the biggest sleeper teams in the playoffs right now because they've got a quarterback. Like it all rides and ends with the quarterback position. And Jayden Daniels has shown time and time again that he can be that guy. And I think that, obviously things are going to really come down to defense, especially in the playoffs. And, while I do question that particular area for the Commanders at times, I think Jayden Daniels can do enough to keep you in games no matter what. Whether it's what he can do on the ground or through the air. Like, he has just shown this entire year that he is never truly out of a game, other than maybe his first game of the year. But the Commanders right now are in prime position heading into the playoffs, and I think that, especially with how everything is headed right now, things are going to get really interesting. And so, I think that overall right now, as the NFC playoff picture and everything kind of gets going, I think that there's a lot of things going on right now, but I also think that the biggest takeaway from what I'm seeing is that the Commanders right now might be one of the biggest sleeper teams that could probably do the most damage when it's all said and done. And like we said, you've got a running game, you've got a defense, and you've got a quarterback that can be the answer of it all. So, like we said, largely everything is pretty much set at this point for the playoffs and everything. Obviously, the really only thing up right now is for the NFC South. Obviously, if the Bucs win and they're in against the Panthers, and the Falcons need a little bit of help. Well, a lot of help. We'll just put it that way. But, the Commanders, they're a tough team, and they're going to show it in the playoffs. Absolutely full-heartedly believe it. We've been saying it all year. But overall, let us know what you guys think about the Washington Commanders making noise in the playoffs. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.